Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. We're doing it. 500,000 subscribers. We did it. I did a lot of it, but you did a lot of it too. Actually hitting that button, just like you're hitting the like button right now. Let's do it. Hopefully the audio and everything is actually doing decently right now. Okay, sweet. I didn't even change that many things. I just kind of changed one little thing and it actually sounds good. I did a little test and it looks like I'm peaking on my levels over here, but I did a test and it's good. We're doing it. We actually did it. Welcome aboard. Let's see. I'll click this. Does that pop up? Uh-oh, that didn't pop up. What the heck's going on? Where's the live chat? Oh, that should be popping up. Oh, okay. One sec. Let me play with this real quick. It's always something. Oh no, then I'm gonna have to recrop it and everything. No, whatever. It is what it is. It's broke. Don't fix it. Welcome aboard. Yeah, the video. This looks good. The camera and everything's all sharp and everything. I put on a button-up shirt and everybody gets crazy. Welcome. Awesome. So the thing is, we can talk about whatever. You have the floor. I can talk about whatever. I can kind of ramble on and talk about stuff all day, but this is your opportunity. Ask me questions, hang out. I'll get to as many questions as I can. I see Crashy McSquirrel just hit me with the $5 super chat. Oh, dang it, I gotta get it so it pops up over here. Oh, thank you for the $5, Crashy McSquirrel. I'm first, maybe, I don't know. Okay, hold on, why is this not, wait, did it just pop up for a second there? Let me go. Okay, that super chat thing, yeah, see how it was like going up and down? I think I just cropped it wrong or something. Oh, that's what it is. It's like the position of the window or something. If I move it down or move it up. Bear with me. This is what live streaming is all about here. I'm gonna do it. I have to do it. We're gonna mess with it. Welcome in. Where's everybody coming from? I want to see the actual the locales of everyone. I'm 40 years old. I turned 40 on May 7th. That's my birthday. Okay, so if I do 0. Now if I do 1200, boom, nailed it. 13, 1250. It's so finicky, but I think I got it. There we go. Got to have the chats popped up. Vallejo in the house, nice. New Zealand, Hershey, Pennsylvania, so good. There we go. We got Ty Atwater with the 199 super chat. Thank you. We did this. Riding my best life. What's up, man? Sticker board looking good. Yeah, it looks like 500,000 stickers. At first, I was so, like, I had kind of a vision for what I wanted to do. I have to like lean down every time I clear the chat. I had a vision for what I wanted to do and it didn't look that great at first, but now it looks really good. So it's like, I'm stoked and I'm just gonna pimp it out and do even more and more. Got Northwest Arkansas. We got Cortez in the house. Minneapolis, Rochester, New York. The whole family sitting down. Wow, how about that? Welcome aboard. 8-Wheel Adventures. Let's see if this pops up. Okay, good. Oh, it's off to the right a little bit. Oh God, will I actually, if I move it just a little bit, will it still work? Oh my. I'm playing with fire here. Live streaming. It is just, it's too much. It's too much. Colorado kids watching from my avocado tree. The squirrels have been going crazy in the avocado tree recently. It is just off the chain with how much they're digging around. Awesome. Sweet. Okay, so we got people going. We got Missouri in the house. First and foremost, I want to, before we get all goofy and have fun, you may have seen on my Instagram story, my buddy Ricky Scholes passed away over the weekend. He was out hiking. I don't know what happened, but there was stories in the news. And then there was, his family had posted a GoFundMe for his memorial service and stuff. So I donated to that. I shared it on my Instagram. He was an awesome dude. I had an awesome time. If you remember El Paso in Texas on the 50-state shred, riding with Ricky. He was only 30 years old and man, stuff happens. Just be appreciative, be grateful, tell someone you love them if you love them, tell someone you haven't said something to. If you have something to say, go out and choose to go live your life. Live your life as much as you can. We just never know how much time we have, and the longer I live, the more that's true of just crazy stuff happens. So go check it. He was Bam Bam Ricky on YouTube as well. So yeah, go back and watch that 50 State Shred video. It was awesome. That was a fantastic day. His trails were deadly. They were absolutely crazy and just rough and rock and just brutal. And it was a ton of fun. I'm glad that I got to connect with him and got to make videos. And these videos are just like this awesome living scrapbook of my life and all these things that have happened. And long after I'm gone, I'm planning to live at least another 80 years, but long after I'm gone, these videos will still be bopping around and somebody's going to watch them. So it's pretty cool. So thank you for listening to that. Michael, fueling the fire with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much for being here. 500,000 subscribers. It's crazy. I was actually looking at it today, like the count, like the subscriber count, and I was like, oh wow, it's here. Who knew? Kayvon Mustafi with the Super Nintendo Chalmers. Is that like it's like I don't know, that thing from The Simpsons. If you're ever in Denver or Fort Collins area with your bike, you should check out Horsetooth Mountain Open Space and Lowry State Park. Okay. I did get some good Colorado riding in very recently with my buddy, the Single Track Sampler, and those videos have already started on Patreon. Awesome adventure, another redemption road trip, and get on over there. If you're not on the Patreon, things are coming, things are going, and you're gonna miss them if you don't. Ty Atwater with the $5 super chat. Leave a comment. Maybe I'll actually be able to catch it here. All right. Oh, Adam, put your dog down Tuesday. Oh, that's brutal, man. I hate that. All that stuff. Okay, let's rally. Here we go. we're gonna bring the energy back up. I did have other stuff I could reference in my cheat sheet here. Let me get it out. We're already going there. And the good thing about like the timing and stuff, that super chats, very much appreciated. It guarantees you get your question asked. But if I see your question, boom, I'll see it. Like Sean, Simpsons or Futurama. I'm Simpsons 100% to my core. Love it. It was such a huge thing of my childhood. I think my childhood dream was probably to write for The Simpsons or Saturday Night Live, but I didn't actually pursue that dream. I actually took no steps to pursue that dream, even though that was my dream. But Futurama, fantastic. Very, very good as well. And then now Rick and Morty's been really, really good, but it's not as this last season, not as good as the previous seasons, but it's all good. I love it. The $500,000 man. Money, 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 money. I gotta move this thing so I'm not crouching. Oh no. What? Oh no, that's just coming out of my phone.
What?
That totally got me. YouTube on my phone just starts going all of a sudden. All right, let's get back on track. Alex is not unfit. Alexander was going pound for pound with me on all the trails, and if he's unfit, I don't know what that makes me, because he just had COVID, and I still was like barely. I was keeping up with him. We were neck and neck, I would say. Justin Osborne with the $20 super chat from Houston, Texas. I'm sorry. I'm rooting for the Philadelphia Phillies. Go Phillies. The World Series is on right now. I'm sure maybe some of you got it on in the background listening to this, but got the game going. I've been poking in on the World Series games, and they've been pretty interesting. I didn't see any of the no-hitter last night. But Justin's currently in Bentonville, Devil's Den tomorrow, about to close out a 6-day road trip. That is fantastic. Over and over again, my dream for all of you is to actually get out and ride some of the trails that I show in my videos. Like that's everything to me. But it's also good just to watch the videos. That's fine too. But but if you get out, you go to Bentonville, you go to any of these cool places that I've been to, it really makes a difference. Like in my heart of hearts, that like I got people to go out and go do stuff and travel, because it's nice to see this in a video, but I want you to see it in a video and see that it's actually possible. Coffee or tea? Oh, no, neither. Neither, as some may say. I'm just a good old-fashioned water boy in my old Yeti tumbler. This thing's been really nice. Awesome. Jeff just went to Bentonville last week. That's fantastic. I love hearing that, Jeff. Very, very cool. I've seen Jeff around for quite a bit. It's always awesome to see the different the avatars of different people and all the different faces and names. I have not been to Knoxville in so long, since Redemption 17, basically. So it's been 5 years. I have to take off my shoes to count on my toes to add it all up. But I've heard Knoxville has gotten even more better stuff, and I've gotten even better as a rider. So some of those jumps and stuff that me and Sampler were doing were like good baby jumps that I was doing good on. I'm sure I could do even better on. So Knoxville's very, very, very cool. What's up, Bobo? See you in the chat. Thank you, my man. It is pretty epic. Epic stoke for 500,000 subscribers, and it's pretty awesome. Nice. Paul went to Bentonville because of me. That's what I love to hear, man. It's that is something. Alejandro Novello with $10 super chat. What's up with the button-up shirt? I just wanted to wear a button-up shirt, you know? It's just I'm just changing my image. I'm just totally different, you know? I'm just changing it up. Get a little shave. I definitely need a haircut. Hair is just so unmanageable right now, but it's also like, it looks fine, but it's just in the morning and stuff, everything's just always wild. What's my favorite trail in the Front Range of Colorado? Or shoot, Black Hawk, or Missouri Mountain? Is that the actual name of the trail system? What is it? Maryland Mountain Trail System. The Sampler and I did Or Shoot. Holy moly, that video is going to be on his Patreon very, very soon, on Saturday, I think. And we lived to tell the tale. That is crazy. Has anyone ridden that Or Shoot trail, or just walked the Or Shoot trail? I would love to know. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. I'm doing my best, you know? I gotta keep things going. Sarah is still around. I know everyone's wondering where Sarah is at, but Sarah got a job. She's working with NICA, the National Interscholastic Cycling Association. So basically, high school and middle school mountain biking, the national organization. She works for them now as grant manager. So she's going to go around and rustle up money from different programs and try to fund the NICA programs in high school mountain biking. And it's very, very cool. It's like when she went to Harvard and she had a plan, kind of what she wanted to do. And this is what she wanted to do, to be involved in NICA. And it's all coming together. And it's very cool to see someone so capable and so smart and so awesome have a plan and put that plan into action and take it off. And I think she's been doing great. She's been working there for maybe 3 weeks now. And oh boy, we need that paycheck. Hopefully that paycheck comes soon. Kayvon, what's your favorite San Francisco Bay Area trail system to ride? Santa Cruz counts too. I am originally from the Bay. For me, it's the Flow Trail. The Santa Cruz Demo Flow Trail is like, if I have one day to ride one trail in the Bay Area, or if somebody's visiting from out of town, it's the Flow Trail all the way. Like, it's just, that thing is so nice Flow is awesome. The correctly built, amazing Flow is just, you just can't beat it. And thank you for the $5 super chat. Very, very, very much. It's, oh man, Seth, what's up, man? I very much remember the 2,500 subscriber update. This is like why I'm doing this. I kind of had an increment going where it was like, I was supposed to do 250,000 subscriber update, but I don't think I did. So back to 500,000, and then the next subscriber update will be 1 million. But really, this is just a live stream. My old subscriber updates were always good to have when I'm riding around. And I just love having that like flag in the ground where I published that video on that day, and that's when I had 250 subscribers. And that's when I had 500 subscribers. And just the calendar of all this is just so confusing. So being able to go back and look up all that stuff, it's awesome. Yes, I dressed up for this occasion. You know it. Rob, Sandy, you were somebody, I think I saw somebody say, do you know who your first subscriber was? Rob has been around from the very beginning. I'm pretty dang sure. I probably one of the first commenters on my YouTube channel. So thanks for being around, Rob, and for still being here in the $5 super chat. Any plans for an overseas trip? Yes, I've got 30 off the top of my head right now that hopefully will happen. It's like the world has calmed down enough and all the stuff has calmed down enough. Hopefully World War III doesn't happen. But yeah, there's 3 different countries that I've got that I'm gonna check out. And I kind of always like things be surprises and stuff, so you'll see it. But you may have seen that I did post about the Peru trip. I'm gonna go to Peru, and you're invited if you're a fit and experienced rider. And if you look at my YouTube community page, you'll see that information for that trip and stuff. But that's gonna be interesting. I was on the phone with Delta for an hour today because they changed one of the flights on the way back home, and the flight was going to land later than the connecting flight left and all that stuff. But I think we got it taken care of. I am Delta Gold right now, which is ridiculous. I don't know how I'm that high up in the Delta thing, because I never really believed in the sticking with one airline and trying to like rack up all the miles. And then last year I was like, okay, let's stick with one airline and try to rack up all the miles. And then all of a sudden with Delta, I'm like, bring. So I have access to the Delta Lounge. It's a joke. Don't get your hopes up if you're ever going to go to the Delta Lounge. At least in San Francisco and Newark, they're both just But I guess San Francisco is okay. It's like, it was so busy the couple times that I did it and stuff that it's like, there's nothing special anymore. Crashy McSquirrel, $5 super chat. For Sarah, helping the high school riders. Oh, I better get a $5 bill ready for her when she comes back. She's gonna want to pay up. Josh, I have not built up the new Ripmo yet. I've got new wheels. The wheels look awesome from SpokeX. I've got the bronze color, which is going to be so cool. Got the frame. I emailed my contact at SRAM saying, hey, could I get a couple components? Because I've had the same components on my bike since early 2020, which is fine. They work fine, but it's like taking the same components from the old bike to the new bike to the old bike to the new bike. After 2.5 years, it's like, it'd be nice to kind of have some new components. But they just sent me the suspension that's on my bike right now, the fork and the shock, and I've already like damaged that and crashed it. So it's like, I don't have the guts to ask them for new suspension, but the new suspension's been really good. Whatever the latest model year 23 RockShox Ultimate stuff has been, man, it's good. Oh, Pat, what's up, man? Hey, Pat, how you doing? Good. I hope airline status is no joke. I'm just like hoping that on some of these flights, I tried to book most of my stuff through Delta and like that I'll get upgraded, because I did book maybe like the premium economy or whatever. So it's like maybe I'll get the Delta Plus or maybe even first class on one of these like upgrades or something. That would just be so cool. Because you look at the prices of some of the first class, it's just like they're doing it just to mess with people, it looks like. Mark McGovern, what's up, man? Hey, Brian, with a $25 super chat. Putting out the orange here on this special day. Glad to see you back on the road, testing out trails for us. Loving the latest videos. Thank you. I love the latest videos too. I always get down on myself a little bit about the views and stuff, but you can't control the views as long as you guys like it. I get so many good positive comments. The Durango stuff is just unbelievable. It's just so good. I think in the end, everything will work itself out and the videos will get views and stuff, but just so awesome. NICA rules. Oh, Mark's a local coach in the Las Vegas area. Nothing more satisfying than coaching kids on bikes. Man, I love it too, man, because I love football as much as the next guy. I probably wouldn't let my kids play football as much as the next guy. You know, soccer and, well, soccer, yeah, but baseball, football, like gymnastics, they're all fun and it's all great, but they are not lifelong sports. Cycling is a lifelong sport. You get into it, you always want to get better. You want to just keep getting, doing better and better, and it's huge. And you got to get 20 of your friends together to go play football, and people do that on on their Thanksgiving and stuff. But cycling is just this endless fitness, adventure, fun, meeting people, all that stuff. Brandon McGrain, do you have any idea when Everstoke will be open to the public, or maybe a group ride? Man, it's hard to know if Everstoke, I think if we've got some plans to get some like actual real lodging on the property, and then that could be open to the public. But like the random camping out and hanging out is just not something that can really be open to the public. So it's just on the Patreon right now. If you go on the Patreon, you can see, you might have to search for Everstoke or something and see like that if you want to come hang out, you can come hang out. But man, for it to be like full-on public-facing stuff, it kind of has to be a little more above board and all that stuff. So we're getting there. We really hope. And now it's like snowing up at Everstoke and stuff, but maybe it dries off. Maybe we can get up there and clean out some stuff. But it's so good. Like anyone who's been up there, and Colorado Kid and Sarah's been up there and stuff, it's just so cool. At night, the stars, the trails now have been fantastic. So it's just all really nice. My brother just sent a picture of my niece pointing at the screen on my live stream. Awesome. Oh yeah, you guys seeing the stickers in the back? Nesh. Oh, I almost said Nesh. Nesh with the $5 super chat. Hey Brian, looking to find and send an extra Virginia Tech Mountain Biking Club sticker your way. Stay safe out there. So I will take a photo of my address right now. I'm going to post it on my Instagram, and that's where you can send a sticker. I guess I could put it somewhere, but it's like all the random mail is like, it's nice, but it's also kind of a burden. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I've got a little return label here somewhere. Where is it at? I just saw it. There you go. Oh, focus. Hit pause on this, and this is my address. If you want to send me something, that's where you can send it to. I'm loving the stickers very much. Demangler on Instagram, the host of the Pisgah podcast, sent me the best sticker pack, all kinds of cool stuff, and it's just it filled up the board really nice. And yeah, I'll take those stickers. I love all the different stickers. It is fantastic to have the love. Oh yeah, sweet. There you go. Thanks, Sarah. Sarah's my transcriber. Everstoke is Cougarville, not the good kind of. Well, it is the good kind of cougar, not the eye makeup wearing kind of cougar. They're everywhere, and I've been gone long enough from Everstoke now to like that the game cameras are going to be very interesting. Hopefully one day we will see some baby mountain lions on the camera, but hopefully we won't ever see the baby mountain lions in real life. Lord Thunder with the $10 super chat. The Lord of Thunder. Nice to finally catch you live. I absolutely love your content, my friend. I'm 8 months into mountain biking and I'm loving it. Hope to see you on the trail one day. That is cool, man. That's how we all start. If you can get over that first hump, it's so tough. Just me and my brother, I remember riding in the Crockett Hills, and we both had little to no fitness. We look the same as we do today, but we had little to no fitness, climbing up the Crockett Hills and having to lay down and just like very close to puking thing. And that hill today is absolutely nothing. It's tough-ish, but it's compared to what we can do now, it's so minimal and minuscule. But the first getting into mountain biking is just tough. You can do it. Anybody out there can do it. You just have to do it little by little by little by little. Burrell Bikes with the $4.99 super chat. Do you remember when I asked if there was an LCAP free solo equivalent in mountain biking? I think Braden Bringhurst just did it. Yeah, so if you go back to my Instagram story from today, I shared a video of this guy, Braden Bringhurst, who is climbing the whole enchilada backwards. And if you remember, I did some climbing of the whole enchilada backwards, but just the first little section because I thought it would be a fun, crazy thing. But apparently he had the idea also to do the whole thing backwards. So I want to watch it. Hopefully we have time tonight. Sarah, it's a date, right? We can watch that tonight. Sarah and I finished Better Call Saul, so now we're like in search of another TV series. I kind of had high hopes for House of the Dragon. She wasn't that much into it with the ultra violence and kind of the copy paste of that it's just Game of Thrones kind of thing. So we've got to find some other TV show to watch, or else we're gonna have to talk to each other and have a conversation or something. I guess we could always break out the old Upwards. Have you guys ever played that game, Upwards? It's a really cool little. It's like Scrabble, but you build the things upwards. Kings of Pain, is that a TV show, Emily? Awesome. I will take the recommendation. And yeah, I recently splurged a little bit and got surround sound because I was staying at my buddy Steve, Spokesman MTB's house, and watching some things on his TV, and it's just very subtle, nicely done surround sound. It wasn't like the craziest, biggest system. And I was just like, I have a Bose 700 soundbar, which was like $700, and it's just garbage. I hate the sound quality. It doesn't fill the room. Soundbars are for the birds. I don't know why I ever switched away. I think I just had all these cables and wires and stuff with I had a previous kind of surround sound, like 3.1 system, and it was just like, now I've got this new Klipsch system, and so nice, so nice. Mike Balhorn with the $5 super chat. Thank you guys. Holy moly, we're like, this is unprecedented, awesome. I appreciate very much the the craziness. The craziness is much appreciated. We did this. If you had a chance to ride the DTE trail again, would you bring a Ripley or a Ripmo? Yeah, I guess the Ripley would be fine on the DTE trails. You'd go faster, bring a hardtail, bring a full rigid, bring your mom's Schwinn. But for me, it's like I just don't like this bike or this bike. And I got the e-bike now, so it's like, this bike, that bike. I just like having that one bike. The Ripmo's fine. I've got Assegai tires, front and rear, the heaviest thing. It doesn't matter to me. The pedaling efficiency and all that stuff, it is just perfectly fine to take a bigger bike. New bikes are great, but yeah, if you want to go faster and all that stuff, it is good. Nice, got a clip. Yeah, I got the Klipsch speakers from like the 2.1 thing from 20 years ago, and so awesome. Now I got them again for this setup. You may remember from my Nugatorium overhaul. What's up, bro? Mr. Doctor 89. Oh yeah, I need to take a deep breath for this one. The van, it's back in the shop. I got the call today. It went in the shop maybe a Thursday. They took forever to get back to me. And like, okay, yeah, it's O2 sensor. It's behind the catalytic converter, so we're gonna have to take the intake off. I think it's going to be $2,000 just to do this in a software upgrade. I really was hoping that I would get the van back tonight. It actually was ready, but with the timing and stuff, because I want to actually print out all the costs that I've paid to Hilltop, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, Cherokee, Grand Tour, and just see it, because I really think I'm $30,000, maybe $25,000 into repairs on the Ram ProMaster. $25,000, because the engine was $15,000, and I've been in at least 5 times when it's been, this is gonna be $2,000. Holy moly! I could have got a friggin' Mercedes. The van is just, but it's great. It's great to actually, when it works, but I swear, but I'm going to get that printout. I'm going to get the printout of everything. And but yeah, if you guys want to buy the van, it is available if you'd like to buy it. The problem with buying the van, it's like, selling the van, I mean, then I got to still buy a car. And so then you're out another 30,000 bucks or whatever. It's brutal. It's just like tied in a knot at this point. Eat Nose Nuggets. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Woo! I appreciate that. I appreciate that. What trails in the rock? So this trail, oh yeah, there it is. This trail right here, I believe it's a secret trail in Squamish is where that trail was. And you know, who knows if it's actually legal trail or illegal or legal now, but I believe that was, and I'm pretty sure it was in a BCPOV video that we did it. So if it is a legal trail, he usually names the trails and stuff, but man, iconic. That is such an iconic shot, and my butt looks really good, you know? That's probably the most important thing. Thanks, John. Loved your work with the Utah Jazz. Oh, White Lotus. Yeah, I've seen some previews for White Lotus. Okay. I'll take any thoughts. I know somebody, like, there was a lot of jokes about swapping a Chevy LS V8 at the time, and it's like, yeah, I probably should have done it, but I should have taken it to Rich Rebuilds and put some Tesla batteries in it. I love the idea. Okay, Mason Rudolph knows not legal. Okay, but the idea of the electric van, man, just for the fact that it doesn't have all the oil and the fan belts and the thermostat and all that stuff that just like, oh man, that just it's obviously stuff can go wrong on electric cars for sure. The batteries can blow up. It's super expensive. They're heavy and stuff, and especially in a van, you'd have to build out the van ultra light and stuff. But if I buy another internal combustion engine car, it's just like, yeah, killing me. And I just love that whole independent thing. It's so much more interesting than the other stuff. Just being independent, having the solar panels, having the batteries, and like the tech geekiness to me is just so awesome. Justin Drake with the $10 super chat. Kevin can't buy a super chat, but wants to know your thought on e-bikes. Thank you, Justin. I did not see Kevin's question. That's awesome. I think I made my e-bike stance pretty clear in my e-bike video when I got the Ibis Oso and mushy slushy 200,000 miles on the Subaru and haven't even done a single thing. I think the sampler as well. I think Alexander has 60,000 on his Paran ProMaster, hasn't done a single thing. So it happens. But e-bikes, I like the e-bike, the idea of the e-bike. I think all bikes will eventually be e-bikes, just like we'll all be hopped up on steroids and all kinds of stuff eventually, because you want to live, right? You want to have quality of life, but that's maybe a separate thing. But when you ride the e-bike, you kind of realize, oh, okay, this isn't a motorcycle, it's not a moped. It just takes actually riding on the trail and feeling it out and being like, okay, this is kind of different. There's pros, there's cons, you get to ride longer. For me, like the crazy downhills are tougher to get used to on this bike because I've only ridden a couple times to like be like, okay, I need to brake this hard or do this. But like, it's beastly. It's definitely beastly, and it's very fun. And just being able to hopefully later, probably in the spring, I want to get out to Downieville and do some of these rides that I've seen for so long that are just so long and big that I want to actually, go on epics. When you sweep the floor, make sure you leave the broom around so she knows you swept the floor. There you go, buddy. That's good. Yeah, Electric Overlander. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, man. I think the whole thing about the van is being able to stand up and change in the van. So it's like, having a smaller, more minivan form factor will be way better on the electric car batteries and stuff. But it's like, just being able to stand up in the van. When Sampler and I were doing these videos, if you missed it, we're kicking off another road trip. It's on Patreon right now. People are loving it. It's awesome to get something started again. But we're kind of talking about vans, and he was like, you know, a truck is probably just better. Just building out a nice big truck with cool features and that kind of stuff. And but you can't stand up and change in it. That's the whole thing. Subaru Solterra. Huh, I've never seen it. Oh, is it? It must be an electric car, huh? Huh. I actually never heard of that. It's funny how now all of a sudden all the different companies have electric cars except for Toyota. Burrell Bikes. BK is supposed to be spending money on new trails, not van repairs. Send the super chat. Thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate it very, very much. Oh man, the money. I've spent. If you guys knew how much money I spent on the channel this year, holy moly! Trail One, very expensive. Everstoke, very expensive. The travel is expensive, but not as much as the other stuff. And speaking of, I got something for you. Trail1.bike. We're having a November sale, a sale to support the trails. Everything is like 20% off, up to 30% off. If you go to the website now, some of the stuff's like 33% off. And yeah, we're doing a huge sale right now, and we are doubling the donation to the trails. So every trail, instead of donating $1 per product, we're donating $2 per trail per product to the trails. So we're really, you know, in any kind of retail industry, especially the bike industry, this November month is just ridiculous. So many times, just people spend money. It's like just crazy. So if we can move a ton of products and it helps with our cash flow and like getting new stuff and getting things going, it's totally worth it. And we get to donate twice as many bucks. So yeah, thank you, Sarah, for putting that out there on the old thing. I wonder if I could pin that. I'm gonna pin it. Let's see. New t-shirt to pay for O2 sensor repair. I almost pinned that on instead. Hold on, here we go. I'm gonna replace the pin message. Boom. Yeah, check out Trail One. The carbon bars are like ridiculously cheap right now. The stems, like the grips, if your grips are worn out at all, get some new grips. Like, and everything ships fast to the United States. It's more expensive, takes longer if you're in Canada or any other countries. But if you're in the United States, you can get things going. Everybody's focused on something else, Sam Guy. So, BKXC stickers. I am just getting started. I hesitate to even mention it because stuff takes so long, but I am getting started working with Cognitive MTB. You may have seen the sampler launched his merch on Cognitive MTB. It all looks good. Seth Bike Hacks, aka Burn Peak, has been doing his merch through there and is very, very successful, just kicking ass. So I'm going to get some BKXC merch back up and running. It's been so long because I've been doing Teespring. I did my own thing. It was expensive. I'm doing this and that. And the Cognitive folks just really do a great job with everything. So going to get that going. And I just submitted a sticker pack, like a sticker sheet to Sticker Mule. I'm going to send that back to Cognitive and sell that eventually. So eventually, like, stickers are like my number one thing that people ask about. So I think if I can move some stickers, it's like a huge fundraiser thing for me. So it's very, very well worth it. Nicoya, I saw that super chat. Don't you get mad at me. It took me a little while as my throat starts to decay. 40 minutes. Wow, this actually feels a lot longer. It feels like we're going here. Nicoya, thoughts on the Gilroy Hillside Adventure Park. Wow, this is the first time I've heard about this. So I'm going to have to Google that. It sounds like maybe some mountain bike action going on, some mountain bike trails. That is very cool. I hope it works. If you want mountain bike trails in your town, you have to get with the mountain bike club. And if the mountain bike club in your town is kind of you need to infiltrate and you need to take positions of power and you need to make it better. Easier said than done, for sure. Sarah's working on that right now. She's with the Bicycle Trails Council of the East Bay. She's the vice president. So it takes time. It takes like a change in mindset and all this stuff, but we all have to take ownership of our local trails. If we want more things, that's all that ever happened for people to like actually get out there and do stuff. So it's huge. Noondog, thank you, man. Cheers. 500,000 subscribers. 500,000 people hit the subscribe button, and only 20,000 of them ever come back. Thank you, Roger. I appreciate that. I'm glad when the rides are eye-catching. It's very nice. The scenery doesn't matter that much while you're riding because it's about the fun, but man, the videos, so many good fun videos. Oh wow, lift access. There we go. There's a lot of hillside, a lot of elevation outside of Gilroy too. So that'd be very, very cool. Man, Kevin, I need to get out to Burn Park. Not going to happen this year, but I really wanted it to. Thanks, Rodrigo. Dan Day with the $20 super chat. Holy moly. Moved to Colorado from Illinois 2 years ago and started riding at the age of 44. Wow. 2 of the best decisions I've ever made. Good on you, man. I mean, there's a lot of excuses, but a lot of people that don't even have that much money are able to take, gather everything up and move to some random new place and just start over and make it happen. And I don't know your financial situation, but I think we make excuses in our head a lot of times that you can never do it. But then you hear stories from people that get out there and pull up stakes and move and go and make it happen. Your content inspires me to get out there and get after it. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you and Sarah for all you do. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that very, very, very much. Ah, so cool. Hey, Preston, what's up, man? That's awesome. I think I remember seeing you walking past on the bridge. That's so cool. I love running into folks. And I had my full face helmet on because my half shell helmet is in the van, which is in the friggin' in the shop. Marco, if you go to my website, bkxc.bike, you can see my list. There's a map. Or if you even Google BKXC map, you can see everywhere I've ever been. So you could zoom in on the San Francisco Bay Area and you can look at the videos that I've done in the San Francisco Bay Area. And if there's something near to you, usually I have a little ride log where you can see, what route I did and that kind of stuff. So get out there and go. A lot of compliments on the shirts. Oops, I already did that. I did that one. I appreciate that. Yes, Crockett Carbon Bars at $87 right now is ridiculous. If you compare any, we already have the cheapest price basically for any top tier carbon bar, like 1UP bars is the comparison, are $150 I think, and I think our normal price is $120, and now they're at $87 right now. Get 3 pairs basically. They're gonna last you a lifetime. Nice. Yeah, I love going out to less well-covered areas as long as the riding is good. That's what it's all about. It's all about the actual riding. Demo flow, of course. What's up? Hey Google, what time is it in Scotland right now?
The time in Scotland, United Kingdom, is 1:45 a.m. on Friday.
Good morning, Hendry. Staying up on the late shift. Nice. Thank you for linking the map. Oh, I think I saw, did I miss Nico? I think I saw Nico earlier. Nico with the super chat. Haha. I think those are possibly Filipino peso? Philippines? Nico, what's up, man? He's been around forever for them chicken nuggets. Hope all is well. Thank you, Nico. I appreciate that very much, even though I don't know the proper pronunciation of the Philippine dollar. I'm pretty sure. At least I got that part right. Hopefully. Awesome, Joe. The Rockville stem is the only thing that is made in America. Everything else is made in Taiwan, but the Rockville stem is made in the USA. And we've got the clear, the raw stems are so cool. I need to get one before they sell out. Those things sell out so quickly. So that is been our hottest item for sure. It's just mint. I'm waiting for Nico to correct me. What's up, Steve? Road salt. Is that your grandfather's name? Uh-oh, Houston's up. Philly's got to come back. Gotta get some Philly magic. Artyom with the Canadian. Ooh, nice. We got the Canadian. It's very international here. What's 5 Canadian? Is that like 50 American? No, the other way. 50 Americans, 5 Canadian. I'm just kidding. The dollar's crushing everything. Holy moly. Artyom, the $5 super chat. One of my favorite rides that you did was in Tibet. I'm glad I did that. You know, it was pretty kind of miserable. The riding wasn't that great, but Sarah and I watched those videos back. If you Google BKXC Tibet or you look at the map, you'll find it. The videos are fantastic. It's like so fun that all the adventure, just capturing that adventure is, it's so cool. So I'm glad even when the riding isn't that great, and because sometimes when the riding's not that great, it's hard to like get up like into to talk and to do stuff in the videos, and kind of the wheels turn the best when I'm like having fun and then random stuff gets spurted out and or just the trail itself speaks for itself. So I'm glad I did that. We were at like 15,000 feet at one point. I don't think I'll ever be higher on a mountain bike, if you know what I mean. Tobias Moser with the $2 Canadian super chat. What was my first mountain bike? You know, my Uncle Don gave me a mountain bike, and it was like a yellow Schwinn maybe, and it was pretty decent for the time. It was rigid, and man, back then it's like you don't have pictures of anything. It's tough. Now, if you take the time, I would always recommend just taking pictures of the most mundane things, like your front room. Like, what does your front room look like? Our front room changed when I was a kid over and over, and all these different couch. And we got this, like, you know, our wooden TV placeholder thing was there forever, and then that changed eventually. But the time just goes by, and the most mundane things change out, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that, like my first car, and all these things that take pictures. Now we got pictures, we can put them on our phone and AI will find them later in 5 years or whatever. But I always think about the mall in Fairfield. Like the mall goes through so many changes, and there was this store and this store. Just having pictures from that time is just, so good. The yak was pretty hair-raising for sure. Oh man, New School, that's awesome. I'm glad I inspired you. That is my greatest legacy, hopefully, is actually inspiring people to get out there and ride. No plans to get back to Alaska, but it's always on the table. So many good trails and so much good stuff, especially with the little fall in the air with the yellow leaves and stuff. It's so cool. Thank you, Snoopy. I'm looking fly. You can go back. You can start the stream over. Gabriel Spore with the $5 R. We got maybe some Russian some Russian dollars in the chat. Maybe no Brazilian real. Yeah, okay. We got some protests going on. Love your content, man. I wish we could afford full suspension bikes here in Brazil, but a decent aluminum hardtail is like $10,000 and full suspensions are like $30,000. Oh boy, inflation will get you. Man, it's brutal. I read stories about that sometimes. Like even Australia has like crazy import taxes, and that's different than crazy inflation or just kind of wonky monetary policy, which we have too in the United States. But just having bikes that cost so much and all this stuff is like so brutal. It is a luxury sport for sure. That is kind of the good thing and the bad thing, but it is what it is. Shut down. What the heck? What's going on there? Up in Canada, right, Emily? Oh man, I would love to ride snowshoe. I just haven't got there. That's like one of those. There's very few. I've been able to like pick off all these different places that I've wanted to go time and time again. And yeah, Snowshoe in West Virginia is one of those that I haven't been. Sarah went and she saw the World Cup, and she like actually was a spectator. She brought one of those chainsaws. Just kidding. JT Bike Adventures, thank you for the $20 super chat. Leave a comment real quick so I can actually get you answer a question here. We're here, we're hanging out. That we're doing good. This is a good rhythm of question and answer right now. The throat is not going to make it much longer, but this is awesome. It's fantastic to do these and actually feel like it's entertaining. So many times it just craters so fast and I get in my head because it's just me talking to this camera and going, but it's working good. Yeah, what is this? Is this the ZV-E10? I think it is the ZV right now. Yeah, ZV-E10. So it's not the one with, it's like the interchangeable lens one. Uh-oh, focus. Not the RX100 type one. But yeah, it's clean and crisp and very, very nice. Chris McKinnon with the 279 Canadian. A toonie plus a little bit of change. Can we just get rid of change? Can we just round up to $1? We've completely debased all of our currencies. There's no reason for change anymore. Just round everything up to $1. Can we just stop printing out quarters and dimes and nickels and just, I guess that does leave things open, but I've said this before. I said it before there was even crazy inflation like 5 years ago. Get rid of it all. Get rid of it all. That's got to be a couple extra $billion bucks. You need to come with MTB Atlantic. Any plans? I've heard some good things about the MTB Atlantic area and some of the Newfoundland stuff and all those provinces, Prince Edward Island and all that stuff up there is very cool and curious to me for sure. And I always want to get back to the Northeast, so there's definitely some possibilities. You don't want to stop the coin currency? I want to debate you right now. Call my phone. I'm going to have a debate. Yeah, it's good. The lens is, I think my lens is probably pretty pricey, but it's pretty good. Spindat to show me around Halifax. Oh, wow. Awesome. Did I miss a super chat? Okay, sweet. I got the super chats, but I was... Oh, sweet. There we go. JT Bike Adventures, any plans to go to Hawaii to finish up the 50-state shred? So what is funny about the 50-state shred, if you happen to remember, in like October 2019, I went to Hawaii. I have a video from Maui, like from October 2019. So it's like I did Hawaii before. So I've been to all 50 states on the channel and all that stuff. But in 2030, the 10-year anniversary, I'll do the 50-state shred again. And we'll do it all again. And we'll do new places. We'll do old places. We'll blow it out when I'm an old man. As a coin, but hey, if we get rid of coins, that's like then it's a limited supply. Then there's not a bunch of new stuff to collect. Then it's like the collection gets even more better, right? I know you always kind of want the new stuff for sure. Fight me. Yeah. We'll get back there. We'll get back there to Hawaii. My little gal deserves it, you know? Oh, man, checks. I know. I still run into the weird time where you actually need a check for some reason. Payments. We still have not found a way to deal with payments. Of course, Bitcoin Lightning Network is the best peer-to-peer payment network, but the Cash App and all these things are they're so good, but it just takes that whole network effect to turn on. What's up, Mike? How you doing there, buddy? Good to see you. And we're gonna be riding together. It was one of the overseas trips. I hadn't spilled the beans yet, but we'll get there. I have not cycled in Mexico yet, and I am planning to cycle in Mexico, hopefully pretty soon. But like I keep saying, it's like, hey, maybe I'm gonna do it. Maybe we'll see if it happens or if it doesn't. Sweet. This has been a really good 1 hour. Now I'm gonna oh, okay. My brother texted me a picture of me doing the live stream, and then my niece is saying, "Where's Auntie Sarah? Where's Auntie Sarah?" Everybody wants to see Sarah. She's around. She's around. I want to get back to my list of things I want to talk about. Got that going? Sweet. Oh, have you guys seen the spam? Constant spam on the friggin' channel. I had to like make every little I had to like somebody says like winner, prize, hit me up, contact, all that stuff is just like constantly under fire. And it only works because people actually fall for it. And like I've had messages from people saying, "When are you sending me the bike?" I sent the gift cards, and like, no, don't send people gift cards. I'm not giving you a bike. It's like I kind of opened myself up to it by doing any kind of giveaway ever, but you know, I do like a coupon code that's in a comment. That's it's so brutal. But I'm doing my best. But YouTube still hasn't figured that. Twitter's gonna figure it out. Elon's gonna put a man on Mars and figure out figure out spam. You know what I mean? Sorry, your bike's not coming. Your bike's not coming. That's the number one thing to teach your kids. There's no such thing as a free lunch. My mom hammered that into us over and over. There's no such thing as free. There's no such thing as free. And it's a good lesson when you're growing up and you're like, but they said this would be free. I'm sure it is pretty tricky, but man, it goes back to this whole idea of if everybody paid a deposit in $5, $20, and like if you ever wanted the deposit back, you get it back. But like if you violate the terms of service, you lose the deposit. Like it immediately gets rid of all the spam because you get reported, you get looked into, boom, you lose your $20 deposit. Where for some people, putting down a $20 deposit is like, that's kind of tough. But it's like, you know, it's the check mark kind of thing, where Twitter is going to do the $8 a month check mark, which is a lot more intense and a lot more like, versus you just make even a $5 deposit. Because people on Twitter are like, no, there's no way. It's not going to get rid of trolls. People are just going to pay the $8. And it's like, I think it's going to get really rid of stuff. And then you just, these people are deposited, or these people have been subscribers for so long. That's the cool thing about this live chat. I can put on a little thing that says, if you've been a subscriber for more than 5 days, you can comment on the live stream. Why can't you just do that in the normal YouTube comments and just have like a second-class citizen kind of thing where it's like, boom, these are the people that have been subscribers for 5 days or more, and then here's everybody else that is commenting, and that's nice. You can have your comments, but there's a lot of garbage in there, for sure. David O'Connor with the $5 super chat. Love your channel. Any plans to come back to Baker Creek in Knoxville, Tennessee? We talked a little bit about this. I want to get back to Baker Creek because my skills are so much better now, and I know that a lot more has been built. And of course, you got your mayor, Glenn Jacobs, Kane. I want him to give me a choke slam, and and so that's this. I want to get back. I definitely want to get back. And if I'm gonna be in Asheville anytime, then it's pretty close. Nice. Let Uncle Ron know. Hopefully he's out there doing good. Unless he's on a shift. If he better not be if he's on a shift right now. Kevin Carter, what's your best advice for fitness? A regular person trying to do better. Man, I talk about this quite a bit, but I think it's all about the liquids. What liquids are you taking in? If you're drinking a lot of soda, you got to get rid of it. It's like you got to go to only water, and even coffee. If you're like trying to get serious about like losing weight and fitness, I think it's you switch to water and see how far that gets you. And I think for most people, switching to water can get you very, very far. There's probably 10 pounds on most people that can come off if you're just drinking water. But there's so much more to it. And kind of one thing I highly suggest, I took this like blood test thing. I think it's everlywell.com. It was like $200, but I've always had weird stuff. I've weird stuff with my throat and digestion and stuff, but it's like you take these little finger pricks and you put the blood down, and I sent it in and I got back of like, oh, you're highly reactive to eggs and wheat and milk. And it's like stuff that I kind of figured that I was reactive to, but I just cut all that stuff out of my diet. So much I think is diet related. And then of course exercise, like we're saying, you got to get out. If you get out on 3 rides a week, you're going to be fine. If you can cut the drinks out, alcohol, soda, any kind of other drinks, switch to water, get out on rides, tweak the diet to stuff that doesn't mess you up, that maybe you're fine with bread, but if it actually causes a reaction, it's no good. Lots of little stuff like that. Nice. Seth got in all kinds of good stuff. You can get some Trail One, you get the stickers, you get the valve stems. I just ordered stuff for my new bike and I was like, it was only $135 for bars and all this other stuff. It's crazy. It's a whale of a deal right now on Trail1.bike. I know. People definitely draw the line at coffee. Hey, if you want to be, if you want results, they put you out on the street. 517.4K in 2 weeks on McDonald's and Subway. Only got dizzy once. Oh, like a big bike packing kind of trip. Thank you, Snoopy McBaron, for the $1.99 super chat. Get a question in here. I'm about to wrap up here. It's been fantastic. This is like an hour goes by. Awesome. I'm feeling the love. I love it when it goes back and forth and it's natural like this, and you guys have all kinds of great questions, and it just works. Nice. I appreciate that. Dust that bad boy off. And congrats on the baby, on the new baby coming. Hey, I'm glad I could maybe help someone. If I help one person, that's enough. I'm no genius, but I'm doing pretty good for 40. I know every day it's probably going to start coming, but I cherish my abs at 40. How many 40-year-olds have abs? It's just you don't own it, you rent it. That's what it's all about. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. Unless Snoopy McBaron... any plans for... Okay, he did comment. No plans for Minnesota next year at the moment, but if I ever make it through the north, lots of Minnesota stuff, so much stuff, like Cuyuna and so much stuff. And there's so much northern... Like Copper Harbor, I think they've redone and built more stuff there. I would love to hit. So there's a lot. There's a lot of good stuff in there. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate the love. 500,000 subscribers. It's something else. It really is something else. It takes you. It's all about. I'll do the work, but you got to be here with me too. 40's on the new car smell. Winds up, especially now that I got married. I think once you get married, that's when it all starts to bulk up. But hey, if I can actually put on weight now, then I can take weightlifting more seriously. So then there's something to it for sure. Oh, holy moly, Joe! Sending us off with the super duper hippo in the gaming chair super chat. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate all of you, and I'm just glad the videos work and it's still fun. And I was talking with Sarah recently of just like, do you still like it? And I'm like, yeah, when it's fun, when the trails are fun, like I get in my head about everything related to the channel, the views and everything, but when the trails are fun, I put those videos out there, it's amazing. So thank you all for being a part of it. You make it possible. Who would have thought some random guy working at potsandpans.com would be able to put something like this together 6.5 years later? I will see you on the trail if you go ride something new. And I appreciate you very much. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try not to cut off the stream super abruptly as it does sometimes. So thanks all. Peace.